Good morning, everybody. Yes, I'm on an angle, and I guess I have a glare coming in from the door, but I'm sorry. At least you have some light, and you can see, and you can see me, and I can do my video. And today, I'm not going to really talk a whole lot about oils. I found my daughter sent me um, some Bible verses that you can read when you have different times in your lifetime that should help you. Uh, and I just wanted to share them with you guys, and hopefully you will keep it and use it when you are in these times in your life. It's called Emergency. The title of what she sent me called Emergency. So emergency numbers, which is Bible verses, and you just read those verses as you find the time that you need to do it. Like when you're upset, it says to read John chapter 14. And then if you're weak, like you just feel like I'm not talking about your body being weak and you can't lift weights. I'm just thinking about you're weak, like you're real, like you've been sick and you're just weak and you just don't, you can't do anything. You just feel like you've given up or whatever. Don't give up. You get in that Bible and you read, because that's giving you the time. Your body's telling you gotta get closer to God. So you get in there and you read the Bible, and that's how we communicate with Him. That's how He communicates with us, is by reading the Bible. And did you know you can read the Bible from front to end and then read it again? And the second time you read it, something you read before is different. It's the exact same words you read, but you get a different message out of it. You get a different meaning. It's like, I didn't see this last time. You know why? Because the last time you read it, it wasn't meant for you to get anything out of that verse. It was someplace else you're supposed to be reading to get out the meaning that He wanted you to get. So when you're reading it the next time and something comes out to you, it's like, that's God talking to you. You need to ponder on that and think about it. Let's get on for week. If you're feeling weak, you need to read Psalms chapter 18, verses 1 through 29. If you're lonely, and one thing you don't have to worry about is being lonely, because you're never lonely because God is with you. So don't worry about being lonely. Just worry about, don't worry. I guess I don't know if it was in the Bible or someone said it, but someone said it. Worrying is a sin. So anyway, if you're lonely, read Psalms 23. I don't think I know that by heart, but I remember my dad knew that when he was 4 years old, he recited that by heart. And that's pretty good for a 4-year-old, I think. Psalm 23. And then, if you've sinned, and we all have sinned, because we're sinners. But if you sin, and when you sin and you know you sinned, flat out knew you did wrong, then you need to read Psalms 51. Take time to look these up yourself. Just read them. Enjoy that time with God. If you get worried, like I was just saying a little bit ago, if you get worried, you need to read Matthew chapter 8, verses 19 through 31. And if you're anxious, which I get anxious sometimes, so I need to be reading Philippians chapter 4, verses 4 through 9. And let's see, if you feel like you're in danger, if you have time, and maybe you can just memorize that when you're in danger. Because sometimes we're in danger and you might not have your Bible with you, so you might want to memorize that. And it says danger is Psalms 91. If you have lack of faith, and I think we all have that from time to time, that's how we read and we tithe and we practice our faith by leaning on God and learning that He is there for us. All we have to do is talk to Him. All we have to do is tell Him, Lord, I need you. Lord, help me. What do I need to do today? And then listen to that little small voice and follow it and see what happens in your life. Because Things happen when you have faith in God. If you have lack of faith, you want to read Exodus chapter 14. If you find other people unkind, which there's a lot of unkind people, even right here on YouTube, but if you find some people that's unkind, read John 15. Instead of getting upset, which we'll probably do that too, because we're not perfect. I know I'm not. But read John 15. And if you need courage, it says to read Joshua chapter 1. I think if I need courage, which I do from time to time, there's an oil from Young Living that I use called Valor. I put some of that on, and it smells amazing. Valor does a lot for courage. It helps you have the courage to do things you wouldn't do otherwise. You can also put Valor on your big toe when you go to sleep, and it helps you from snoring. Anyway, if you need courage, read Joshua 1. If you need direction, like every morning when you get up and what should I do today? What do you want me to do, Lord? Show me what to do. Who do I need to talk to today? What do I say to them when I meet them? Help me to say the right words. Help me to be the person you want me to be. Help me to be like you, Lord. And you need that direction. So you read Psalms 73, verse 21 through 26. And if you're seeking peace, there's too much stress, you just need to calm down and get by yourself. Read Matthew 11, 25 and 26, and it'll help you find peace. And if you're leaving on a trip and you just want to make sure you have a good, safe trip, you're leaving on a trip, you want to read Psalms 121. And it wouldn't hurt to have that printed out and just put it in your car, on your visor or whatever, where you can read it right before you leave. Say your prayers, read it, and be safe all the way to your destination. If you feel like you're an outcast, you're in a room full of a lot of people, but no one even notices you're there. You're trying to fit in, and you're lonely. So when you feel that way, you need to read Romans 8, 31 through 39, and that'll help you. If you're struggling with loss, and that could be many things you could be struggling with for loss, not just a death. It can be loss of all kinds of things. But if you're struggling for loss of any kind, read Luke 15. If you're struggling with financial loss, a lot of us, some go through that from time to time. But if you're struggling financially, read Psalms 37, and it'll help you. If you are discouraged with work, having problems at your job, we always have troubles once in a while, you have, I say, one oddball in every group. Well, I can be that oddball sometimes, but there's always one person that you don't get along with, or that causes problems for other people, because if you walk into a room and there's one negative person, that negative person makes everybody turn negative after a while. But if you walk in and you see positive, everybody be positive. You have to change it. If you see negative, make positive from you to help the people who's negative to become positive. Anyway, if you're discouraged with work, read Psalms 126. And if any of these really touch your heart, come back, re-watch the video and find out what reference you need, and look it up and share with me if any of these helped you. And I will be glad that I was able to touch somebody. Anyway, I hope this helped somebody. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful day. Ta-ta.